In this video we will learn how to create a dropdown by using select list. In the previous video of this tutorial we were creating a dropdown by using option HTML tag. Here we will not use HTML option tag, rather we will use select list and the option tag will be created automatically. Let's start the video. Here we will create a dropdown by using select list, and rest all the operations that we have performed into the previous video we will be doing all of them by using select list. Let's open the Visual Studio now. Here again we are back to our bookstore web application. Let's run this application by pressing Ctrl F5. To add a new book we can click on this add new book link. Okay, here we have this dropdown, and right now this dropdown is coming from the hard-coded HTML option tag. Let's see how it is working now. Let's go to the form. The form is available inside book and add new book. Okay, this is the code that we are using to create this dropdown. Now we do not have to use these options. Let's remove all of them and let's go to the controller. We are using this action method for this particular form. Here is the action method. Okay, let's comment this model as well, and suppose we are not passing any model as of now. Perfect. So again if I build this solution and run this application again, this time you can see that we do not have any values into our dropdown. Now let's use select list. To use a select list to create a dropdown, first we need some data, and we can have this data either onto our CSS/HTML page. Basically you can create a list over here by using some razor syntax, or you can pass this list from your controller's action method. Let's pass this list from this controller's action method. Okay, suppose here I am creating a new list of string, and inside this string I am passing some language. The list is ready. We just have to pass this list to our view page. There are a couple of ways to pass this list from this controller's action method to the view. Either you can use viewBag, viewData, or you can pass this list by using the model property. You can use any one of them. Suppose here I am passing this data by using viewBag. So viewBag dot language. Okay, now let's go to the view file. To create a dropdown by using select list, first we need a select tag. So here you can use select tag like this, and we have to tell the property for which we are creating this dropdown. So we can use ASP4. Since we are working on the language, so we can use language over here, and this is the bootstrap class. And after this bootstrap class we can pass one more attribute, which is ASP items, and inside this items we have to pass our select list. How to do that? New, then select list. Let's have a look on this select list first. So right click on this select list and choose go to definition. Here you can see that we have to pass some list over here. So in the constructor we need to pass some data. Let's pass the data. The data is available inside viewBag dot language. Here is the property. Let's copy the entire property from here and let's paste it over here. Without making any further change, let's save all the changes and build this solution. Now go back to the browser and just refresh this page. This time you can see that we are getting a dropdown and we have 3 values in this dropdown. Let's have a look on the HTML as well. Inside the HTML you can see that we are getting 3 options. These option tags are generated automatically because we are using ASP items, and this ASP item will populate all of them automatically. Perfect. Now let's learn how can we pass this data from our view to the controller. Let's run this application into debug mode. Click on the add new book link. Let's add a breakpoint into the post method. We already have the breakpoint over here. Let's choose the Hindi and click on the add book. So over here into the book model you can see that we are getting the value of language and it is Hindi. Perfect. Let's continue. Now you can see that we are getting an error over here. What is the error? Argument null exception, value cannot be null. What is the meaning of this error? As per the error, because we are returning this view from this add new view post method, So this time we do not have any viewback.language property over here, and since we are using this viewback.language property into our view file, so it means this time it will be null and we cannot pass the null value to our select list. If we will pass the null value, then we will get an error. So how to resolve this error? To resolve this error, we need to pass this viewback.language property from this post method as well. Let's stop the debug mode, copy the entire data, and let's paste it over here. To remove the duplicate code, we can create a private method and we can get the entire list from that private method. Okay, let's run this application again. Click on the add new book again, and let's choose some other language. Suppose I'm using Dutch, and click on the add book button. This time you can see that we will get the value of language as a Dutch. Let's continue. And this time you can see that we are not getting the error. We are only getting the validation messages, but the previous error is gone now. Okay, let's learn few more concepts. Suppose in this drop down you want to add the option text. Let's learn how to do that. The way of adding this option text is similar as we have done into the previous video while we were working on the option tag. Let's learn how to do it. So here we can write option tag. We can define the value, and we do not have to pass any value to this value attribute. And let's write the text over here. Save all the changes. Again go back to the browser and just click on this add new book again. This time you can see that we are getting this option text. Please choose your language. If without choosing the language, I'm clicking on this add book button and again click on this continue button, then you can see that we will get an validation error message. Please choose the language of your book. Let's choose the English language and let's click on the add book button. This time you can see that into the language property we are having this English language. Click on the continue button. The validation error is gone. So this is how you can add the option text to your drop down. Perfect. Now let's learn how can we add the selected value to this drop down. To display the selected value, there are two ways. Let's have a look on this select list first. Inside the select list you can see that as a second overloaded method we have to pass the selected value into the second parameter. So suppose I have a selected value, like I have a new variable over here, string selected value is equals to, suppose here I'm writing Dutch. Perfect. Let's copy this select value and paste it over here into the second parameter. Let's save all the changes. Again go back to the browser and just click on this add new book link again. This time you can notice that the Dutch language is selected. There is one more way to define this selected language. How? You can pass this language from your controller action method. And how can we do that? Because we have already bind this input element to the ESP4, so we can pass the data into this language property and this will be selected automatically. Let's learn how to do that. So for this we have to remove this selected value from here. Let's remove this selected value from here as well. Go to the controller class, and into the controller class we can pass the data into our model. Let's pass the model into view. Notice this time we are passing language is equals to English as a selected. Let's run this application again. Click on the add new book. Here you can see that the English is selected. So you can choose any one of them as per your choice. All other validations that we are using, just like HTML5 and server-side validations, those will work just like we have done into the previous video of this tutorial. We can also pass this select list from our controller action method. Let's learn how to do that. So suppose this time instead of passing this list, we can pass the select list all together. How to do that? So here we can write select list, and in the select list we can pass our data like this. Let's copy this data, paste it again over here, and just to reduce this code you can get this data from a particular method and you can use that common method over here. Okay, since we already have this select list, now we do not need this select list again over here into our view, so we can simply remove this one and we can directly pass our viewback property. So by using this approach you can format your data onto your action method and you can pass the formatted data to your view and the view will populate the drop down automatically. Let's save all the changes and run this application again. Click on the add new book link, and this time you can see that the English language is selected. Why this English language is selected? Because we are already passing its value to the model. We are getting the entire select list from controller's action method. Let's have a look onto the HTML as well. This time into the HTML you can see that we are getting all the similar values that we were using previously. That is all in this video. In the next video of this tutorial we will learn how can we pass a complex list that will be having the text property and the value property. We will learn how to use the text and value property to populate the dropdown by using this select list. Make sure you hit the like button of this video. Tell me your feedback into the comment section. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and please join the WebGentle YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.